Welcome to workout number 8, workout of the week number 8. Now we look at a 6-day bro split to maximize gains. So what's that? Training goal? Maximizing muscular gains, also known as muscular hypertrophy. Let's have a look at the training variables. It's a quote unquote mixed method approach. What is that? Well, we have a mix of functional hypertrophy, non-functional hypertrophy, and transient hypertrophy. Yeah, functional hypertrophy, the myofibrillar hypertrophy, the non-functional hypertrophy, the sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, and the transient hypertrophy or temporary hypertrophy, the pump. So how does that look? We have 75 to 85% for the functional hypertrophy, 65 to 75 for the non-functional hypertrophy, and 30 to 60% for the transient hypertrophy. Rep ranges 4 to 8 for the functional hypertrophy, 8 to 12 for the non-functional hypertrophy, and 15 to 30 for the transient hypertrophy. The exertion is hard to maximum. Yeah? Again, this is the first week of a 4-week program. So exertion levels are a bit lower and they work towards maximum exertion towards the end of this mesocycle. The training effort is a repeated effort. Let's talk exercises. Well, it's a bro split, also known as a muscle group split, and we work one muscle group a day. Yes, on arms it's 2 muscle groups on a day, but anyway, we have a chest day, we have a back day, we have a shoulder day, we have a quad day, and we have an arm day and a hamstring day. Yeah, so the legs, quads and hamstrings are separated. Exercises compound to isolation exercises. Compound and isolation. Yeah, so we start with a compound exercise and then progress towards the isolation exercise towards the end of the workout. What is the order? I basically just said it. We start with a heavy compound and work our way towards the lighter isolation. In this program, we also use the help of BFR, blood flow restriction, for the lighter isolation to promote even more transient hypertrophy or to promote an even better pump for the bros. Okay, training variables. More training variables. 6 days a week. It's a station training, but it includes supersets on the arm training. So how does it look? Here's our program and we jump right into it right now. Here we are inside of our bro split, 6 days a week bro split. If you download the PDF, you get a short overview of the program. Again, 6 days a week. I would suggest to do it like this. So you have workout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on consecutive days. And then day number 7 is rest. Yeah, we have the chest day first, then the back day, then the shoulder day, then the quadriceps, then arms, and then hammies. Okay, so let's have a look at how that program looks. Yeah, the chest day. Okay, 3 exercises. Let's look at it. So exercise number 1 is an incline bench press. Exercise number 2 is a dumbbell bench press. And exercise number 3 are dips or a fly movement. Yeah, so I leave that up to you. You could either do dips with BFR or you do a fly movement, which could be dumbbell flies or cable crossover. I think the cable crossover is most often an overutilized dumb exercise, but in this case it has an application because it is aimed to promote the transient hypertrophy. We have the BFR, yeah, so to promote even more transient hypertrophy. And what is special about the cable crossover is it provides the highest amount of tension towards the end of the movement, meaning when you bring your knuckles together or you even cross it over, the muscle is most shortened, yeah, which promotes even more transient hypertrophy and accumulation of blood in the muscle. So in that case, we can put the cable crossover into the program. Okay, anyway, so most complex exercise first and least complex exercise last. Yeah, we have our tempo specified here. Important then if we look at the set and rep scheme. So our first exercise is more at higher intensities, in this case 75% of the 1 RM, 3 sets of 8. Our second exercise is at 12, 3 sets of 12 at 65. And then our BFR, we do 20 repetitions with 30% of the 1 RM. And you can see that that structure remains pretty much the same for the next workouts, meaning, yeah, on our back day, we do similar stuff. We start with the bent over row as the most complex exercise, progress to pull-ups, and then we go to the dumbbell pullover with BFR. If you're very sharp and you want to take me up on that, you say now, you said the cable crossover is a good exercise because it provides the most tension at the end of the movement, and the dumbbell pullover is exactly the opposite. The most tension is produced at the beginning of the movement when the muscles are most stretched, not most shortened. So if you want to be precise, you could use another dumb exercise, which is the straight arm lat pull down. Yeah, so you stand in front of a machine and then have straight arms and pull the bar down towards your hip. That also promotes the highest tension when the muscle is shortest. Yeah, but okay. Anyway, so first exercise, 3 sets of 8 at 75%. Next exercise, 3 sets of 12 at 65%. And the last exercise, 3 sets of 20 at 30% of the 1 RM. And we go to our shoulders. Same here, same setup. Most complex exercise, the shoulder press, followed by the upright row. And then we have either lateral raises for the side delts or bent over raises for the rear delts. But we used the BFR. Same set and rep scheme, 3 sets of 8 at 75% for our complex exercise. Most complex exercise, 3 sets of 12 at 65 for our second exercise, and 3 sets of 20 at 30% for our last BFR supported exercise. So the quad day, yeah, in this program, 6 days a week, we separated quads and hamstrings. So this is quads, and same here, most complex exercise, the front squat, we do 3 sets of 8 at 75%. The next one, the single leg press, 3 sets of 12 at 65%. And then we do leg extensions with the BFR, 3 sets of 20 at 30% of the 1 RM. Yeah? Now we go to our arms. I said in the beginning, we use complexes here. How does it look? We have 3 complexes. The arms is a fairly small muscle group. So now I've done 3 complexes, but I reduced it to 2 sets per complex so that we have the same amount of sets as in the other workouts. Anyway, so first complex is the most complex exercises, the barbell curl and the skull crusher. The next one is the incline dumbbell curl and the overhead extension. And the last one is the DB incline curls again. So there's a mistake here. That should be the dumbbell concentration curls. I will correct it in the program. So once that video goes live and you download the program, you have the glitch in the video, but you have the correct program. And the dumbbell overhead extension, that is also a mistake. I don't know what happened on that day when I wrote it. These are the dumbbell kickbacks, and they are supposed to be done with BFR. So yeah, again, there's a mistake here. Once you download that program, you will get the correct program the way it was intended. In the Excel file, which is the 4-week program, it is correct. I know that, but I made a mistake by transferring it into this program. Anyway, so at least the set and rep structure is correct. We do 2 sets of 8 at 75% for the complex version. Two sets of 8 at 75% for our most complex. 2 sets of 12 at 65% for our dumbbell incline curls and the dumbbell tricep overhead extension. And we do 2 sets of 20 at 30% for our dumbbell concentration curl with BFR and our dumbbell triceps kickbacks with BFR. Yeah? And that brings us to the end of... Oh no, we have the hemis left. Excuse me. No. So day number 6, the hemis. So 3 exercises. Station training, exercise number 1, most complex exercise, the RDL. Exercise number 2, we have the hamstring curls. And exercise number 3 with the BFR is the single-legged hamstring curls. And the difference is, you know that by now, the most complex exercise, 3 sets of 8 with 75%. The next one, 3 sets of 12 with 65%. And the BFR supported exercise, 3 sets of 20 with 30%. Yeah. This is the first week of a 4-week program. And if you download the PDF, you get the glossary. You can read a bit about myself. If you haven't done that already, you see some testimonials of my athletes and former colleagues. And the 4-week customizable program is in the membership area, which you can download. Let's finish off that presentation. So what are the next steps? Number 1, first step, I go back into the PDF and correct the exercises for the arm day. So, but then it's up to you. The next step is you download the correct program. You join the membership if you want to try out the 4-week customizable program. And if you like the video, please subscribe and give it a like. I see you in the next week when we have workout of the week number 9.